Alright, so today I got some stories to read on Reddit, so let's dive on into it. This happened to me when I was about 12. I'm 19 now. Me and two of my neighborhood friends, Sylvia and Blaine, not their real names, were exploring the woods in our neighborhood when we came across a creek. We followed it for what felt like a mile when we came up to a clearing. In the far corner was a boy facing away from us. He had on what seemed like Victorian-looking clothes, and he was playing with something in the dirt. Blaine called out to him, but he gave no response. He tried again, but the same thing happened. At this point, we were a little weirded out, and I suggested just going up to him. We started arguing about what to do when Sylvia grabbed my arm. I glanced up to the boy, and he was gone. She started to walk towards where he had been, and both me and Blaine followed. There were no footprints at or near where he was standing. Since we were all pretty creeped out, we decided to go home. As we made it back to the creek, we heard this blood-curdling scream come from somewhere behind us. We all broke out in a sprint and ran until we reached where we had started to follow the creek. At that point, we were pretty tired, so we walked the rest of the way to my house. We never went back to that clearing again. We are all still friends to this day, but we never really talked about what happened that day. This happened when I was around 11 years old, back in 2019. I've lived in the same house and neighborhood since I was 4 years old. When we first moved, our next door neighbor was an old man who used his house to run an office and train security guards. After a while, around 2 years later, the man left and his 48-year-old son moved in. My dad talked with him sometimes when he was leaving for work and such. After a while, a woman, who was his partner, and their 14-year-old daughter moved in with him. Things stayed like this for plenty of time until the woman left him for a man she had met at church. This is known through gossip. And left her daughter behind. The man and daughter continued to live together, but we rarely ever saw them again. One night, I was home with my mom. My dad left for a business trip. When we started hearing strange noises coming from their house, like extremely loud footsteps and banging. After around 20 minutes of this, the daughter came out of the house screaming, "My father wants to kill me. Help, my father is going to kill me." Rather quickly, someone called the police, and they arrived alongside the girl's mom. She took her to her new house whilst the police tried to get inside the home. Since the man profoundly refused to let them in, they had to climb through the fence, pin him on the ground, and investigate the home. They quickly left, taking the man to the station. A few months later, we found out that the man had a knife in his hand when the police arrived, which he quickly tossed aside into his front yard bushes. He came back the next day, asked my mom to talk to my dad, and then we never saw him again. He moved around 3 years ago, and one of his family members moved into the home. A year after, another family member moved in. Since last year, a brand new family has been living in the house. I'm at a group camp with some family and friends. Last night, my brother Owen, my friend, and his sister went on a midnight hike. The whole thing was pretty chill until the very end. We were walking down the road that leads back to our camp when I looked up to the stars. Suddenly, I saw 3 bright objects moving in completely different directions. At first, they looked like stars, but then they started hauling around like absurdly fast and making impossibly sharp turns, way quicker than any plane, drone, or satellite I've ever seen. It scared me. I pointed them out, and the other 2 saw them too. We just stood there, watching these things zip around the sky for maybe 20 to 30 seconds before they all shot off in different directions and disappeared. No sound, no trails, nothing. We got back to camp pretty quiet after that. Has anyone else seen anything like this? Because I have no clue what we witnessed. Alright, so that was today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I done a little bit shorter stories this time. Maybe in the future I'll do certain stories that have themes to them, so I'll be on the lookout for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out the channel a lot. But until next time, I'll catch you in the next one.